Hey guys! Okay, so I quickly wanted to just remind you guys how easy the designer templates work with stamping. So if you have some stamps that maybe you haven't used for a while that are collecting dust, get them out. The Play to Create system plays friendly with stamps. You're gonna love it. It will help you utilize what you have at home. But if you're a big time stamper, then this is also super helpful as well. And when I say big time stamper, we all know those because we have a couple friends, right, that are just pros when it comes to it. Me, myself, I'm no pro when it comes to stamping. I'm pretty basic, but I do like to pull out my stamps and use them occasionally in my scrapbooking, but also in my cards. So I created this card using the Tiny Designer or the designer template from the January Kiwi Club. I pulled out one of the 3x4 sentiment cards and I just placed that behind there. And then I used some pop-up here on this, which you can kind of see in this video, to pop up the frame, which was fun. And then down here, I used the tiny notations, but I wanted to stamp something on this as well. So the tip is to stamp first and then trace and cut it out. I remember back in the days, I would try to stamp and it would be crooked or I'd mess it up and, you know, all of those things. So those concerns and those worries that kind of make us hold back a little bit, the Play to Create system also helps in that. So basically I'm going to go ahead and stamp onto literally a scraps of paper. That is the other beauty of this, is that you can utilize these scraps of paper, okay? And with my Kiwi Club kits, I take advantage of every scraps of paper. Now, I went ahead and stamped on it first, which I'm gonna go ahead and do quickly. And basically, then I take my designer template and then I trace around it. Okay, so let me go ahead and quickly do that. Okay, you can see that I didn't stamp necessarily straight. I was not too perfectionist in that, because basically I'm going to take my designer template at this point and then I'm going to lay it over. You can adjust it, so you can move it to the left, you can move it to the right, you can make it a little bit more centered, you can make sure the right or the top needs to be aligned, however that is. And then you're going to trace it out. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up. And you can see on this card, I actually chose to have it to the right so that I can add a little bit extra texture with some ribbon. So I just threw in some ribbon to give that contrast color there, but also that texture. So really simple on that. And so you would just line it up and then of course trace and cut it out. This was a really simple card. And what I always recommend is when you make a card, you know, scrapbooking is kind of natural in the sense of you have pictures and you're being sentimental, you're reminiscing, you're reflecting, and I prefer to personally scrapbook with my pictures because I feel like it gives the whole thing a little bit more meaning and thoughtfulness and intention to what I'm doing. Now, with that said, what I've learned with card making and which I have adopted into my process is that while I'm making a card, I think about people. I think about people in my life. I think about people that maybe could use this card or that reminds me of that person. So specifically, of course, this card, it says, "You are a camera because every time are you a camera? Because every time I look at you, I smile." And the reason why I chose "I love you" sentiment to go along with that is because I was thinking this could be a great card to give to one of my children. Not for any specific reason, just for fun. Leave it on their pillow when they get home from school. Here's a simple card letting them know that I'm thinking about them, that I love them. You can never say it enough. So specifically when I was making this card, that is who came to my mind. So try it out. Let us know how it goes. Maybe you already do this with your card making, but that's my other tip for you as well. That even just makes card making so much better because cards are made to be given to people. So hopefully you're passing those cards out, sharing your passion, your talents, and your thoughtfulness with others makes a huge difference to not only your life, but those that you give it to as well. So Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy your January Kiwi Club kit and we'll chat soon. Bye guys.